I'm so grateful for another day to help stimulate the mental. Time to strategize, huddle up, where's your circle? I can feel the moment radiate through the convo. Talk is cheap, turn your faith into work. I drink my second cup and put my hands in the dirt. 2 cups, drinking straight drip from the earth. Caffeinated conversations, you heard them here first. One for the wake up. One for the wake up. Two for the work. Caffeinated conversations, you heard them here first.
Welcome back to Cups Café, where I'm your host, Alan C. Jackson, who I have coming through for a high-quality caffeinated conversation today is none other than Will Dunston. What's up, Will?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Oh, man, I'm doing great, man. I'm excited because you represent something for me that's been a lifelong passion, and that's eating barbecue. And I know you're the entrepreneur, proprietor of what you call it, Big Daddy's Backyard Barbecue Sauce,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
man. That's so great, man. So tell me, man, how I want to get into how you started Big Daddy's Barbecue Sauce. But first, man, I want to just tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm William Dunston. I'm born and raised here in great city of Toledo, Ohio.
Yes, sir.
Married my high school sweetheart, Felicia Roberts Dunston. So,
Give her that
yeah,
shout.
man, look, get it done out the way, because now there's a thing that we have.
Okay.
If we're out and about, and if she's speaking or if I'm speaking, we got to shout them out.
Yes,
Because
sir.
if not, then I owe her a dress.
Mm.
See, I'm not one about buying dresses, shoes. No, she does enough of that all on her own.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to contribute to that.
Yeah, you don't want to owe one, huh?
So, baby, this one's all for you.
I feel you, man. Yeah, so continue to tell us about yourself.
As I said, born and raised here in the city of Toledo. Went to St. Francis de Sales High School. After graduation, went to Tennessee State University.
Okay. Yeah.
I did a couple of years there.
And my daughter went to TSU for she went for what I call a semester vacation. You know.
I did as you can say, an internship. I was there for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then we had our son.
Okay.
So I had a decision to make.
Yeah.
Either continue at school or come home and work.
Yes, sir.
So I came home and I started working because I had a mouth to feed.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And I've been working ever since.
What was your first job when you came home?
First job when I came home, I was actually worked as an internship down at State of Ohio.
Okay.
I was down at the Bowling Green office of the Department of Transportation.
Okay.
I worked with the construction crews. So that bridge that's on Detroit.
On Detroit?
On Detroit before you get to the hospice of Ohio.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's one of the first projects I worked on.
Oh man, that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many children do you have?
I have 2 children, Philip and Chelsea.
Okay.
I have 4 grandchildren, Ariel, Preston, Phoenix, and Piper.
Okay. Oh man, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've coached. I've been a football coach, baseball coach, soccer coach ever since my son was 5.
Yeah.
He'll be 32 this year.
Yeah, I coached soccer one time. It was because I have children too, so I got 4 girls. So when they were doing the Y League, everything was, Dad gotta be coach. You gotta, get involved. But those are some of the great times. I didn't follow up coaching as they got older though. I let that to the the guys that was real skilled at the stuff. So.
Well, when you say real skilled, I really wasn't really skilled, but I knew what I knew. So, and it was about being about a mentor to young men. So to show them, one, is a game that I love.
Okay.
Teach them the game that I love, but also help them move from being a child to being a young man, and from a young man into adulthood. and be a good example
Sure.
for them, so that they can always come back and it's like, hey, if there's a question, if there's anything. Well, I remember Coach Dunston and Coach D. My wife says it all the time. We'll go out to Walmart, and 9 times out of 10,
You're running
one
to
of my
somebody
kids,
else. Yep.
one of my kids is going to know me. So it's great that I was able to do that. But then I just transitioned that spirit onto other things in my life.
Okay, that's a blessing, man. I know just from knowing you a little bit, man, and just getting a chance to further get to know you, I know that you've been doing sound for years and years.
Yes, I'm the sound engineer at Lucille, currently at Lucille's Jazz Lounge.
Okay.
So if you haven't been to Lucille's, please come and grab a show.
For sure.
You will not be disappointed. Prior to that, I've been in the doing sound at local churches for about 30 years. I brought on a couple of people. I've taught them the skill of running sound, so they may enhance their skill set. My nephew works with me on most shows.
Okay.
And then we also work with another gentleman in the city of Toledo. So, it's always something to enhance that skill set.
No, for sure, no doubt. So I just wanted to take my time a little bit and let people kind of understand like your journey, because now when we talk about getting to your sauce, a lot of times people think that an entrepreneur or a business owner or somebody that has like a product, like that's something that they always worked on. That's always been a passion. But tell me, how did you walk into it knowing that it was going to get bottled one day, or you at home, you always whipped up your signature sauce and somebody said, hey, you need to run with that? Like walk me through that a little bit.
Well, the story behind Big Daddy's Backyard Barbecue Sauce, the original version,
Okay.
is simply, I wanted to make a barbecue sauce better than my dad's.
So your dad was the man on the sauce?
My dad was the man with the sauce. And the first barbecue we had, we invited my parents over and made the sauce. And I was waiting to see what his first
bite. That
first bite.
Okay.
He took that first bite and did this. Okay. So that's all that I needed.
I probably felt like you just won the Super Bowl.
Man,
look,
won the Super Bowl, president, World Series, all that.
Yeah.
So based off of that original recipe, we would have barbecues every now and again, invite friends over.
Okay.
And what we were noticing was that my wife, she would not be able to do anything after a couple of days afterwards. Well, come to find out, she suffers from rheumatoid arthritis.
Okay.
And with the sauce I was making, it was just a mixture of other sauces and whatnot until I got that right flavor.
Right.
And then I could just run with it. What we were noticing was one of the ingredients in those barbecue sauces was high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
And that high fructose corn syrup actually made her rheumatoid arthritis worse.
Man, that's powerful.
So because of that, it was I guess you say it was my mission that I wanted to be able to make a barbecue sauce or have a barbecue sauce for her to enjoy while we're having barbecues and whatnot. So
how did you guys come to the revelation that it was the corn syrup?
Whatever. Everything that she would eat, if it's processed foods or whatnot, we always were mindful to take a look at the ingredients. And the common denominator with every food or product that we had was the high fructose corn syrup, and didn't realize that it's in everything.
Right. Nah, for sure.
Everything. So I'm like, okay, well, fine. Well, let's see how we can do something that is healthier for her, and then because she can't be the only person who suffers from that.
Exactly, yeah.
So this happened back in 2002.
Okay.
That's when I really just started doing a little bit of research and whatnot, and just started looking at other sauces that didn't have it.
Okay,
Trying to see if I could
yeah.
get that same flavor.
Same flavor.
So it finally came down to I would then when family and friends would come over, we'll have sauce, whatever, and we'll even started giving it out as Christmas gifts.
Okay, yep.
Okay. And the rule was I only made sauce twice a year,
Okay.
January and June. And that pretty much took us throughout the whole year.
Right.
So when it came time to Christmas, and I gave you a Christmas gift of barbecue sauce, if something happens to that barbecue sauce, there's nothing we can do.
Wait, huh?
You got to wait until, June. So there was I giving on sauce out. My sister-in-law, she was unpacking the car, and her bag
Bust the sauce.
busted sauce. Took a picture, and it was like, "What?" Took a picture. It has asked the question, "What can we do about this?" Absolutely nothing, because I don't have any more.
Right.
Well, can you make any? I'm not making sauce again until June.
Yeah.
Because what it is what everyone has, So so us going back and forth with that.
What size bottle was that though?
That actually came in I gave out gallon jars.
I'm about to say, because I'm
yeah.
smacking barbecue sauce
Look,
on them little bottles in like a
Man,
couple
look,
weeks.
Yeah.
If
A
you're
couple
lucky,
of weeks.
If you're lucky, I'm trying to be modest.
Right. Man, look. So fast forward to my son. He is a graphic designer.
Okay.
Graduated from Central State University
Okay, yeah.
in graphic design, and he came up with a logo. Came up actually with this logo here.
Okay.
It's here. I'm doing this because eventually you're going to be selling sauce. I'm like, okay. So that was 10 years ago.
Wow. So he already had the
So
foresight.
he already had the foresight, and in our family we have an entrepreneurial spirit anyway.
Yeah.
Some of our family members, have are entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
On both sides of the law.
Right.
Let's just keep it 100.
Some of them, got them on the books and off the books.
Right.
I got you.
So and because of that spirit, he decided, hey, this is something that, you're gonna make money.
Yes, sir.
So I'm the type of person that I'm the guy in the background.
Right. Yeah, we was talking about
Right, we
that
talked about that earlier.
Yep,
I said,
yep.
I'm the guy in the background. Being the sound guy, I'm in the background.
Right.
So it's taken a lot for me to even be here. What this has done is this has pushed me to the forefront, because I am the face of the organization.
Exactly.
And it's been a rough road, because I'm just out of my comfort zone.
No, I understand.
So
I understand.
with
a lot of good, cooks and chefs and, like you say, like technicians and masters of their craft. They don't really like a lot of attention. They just want to whip it up, and the satisfaction comes from the product, whether it's how it sounds, whether it's how it smells, or how it feels, how it tastes. But a lot of times people, what I found out, because I sort of was the same way, like I'm not a cold conversation starter. That's why when I do the podcast, like I get to learn so much about so many people and their expertise in their lives, because, I'm not a big talker, like in public, but just understanding that I had to come forth, because I started realizing that some things that only could come from you, like some things that only could come from me. We all have our own missions, our own stories. You hear pastors talk about it all the time. Like, I'm up here preaching, but your testimony or your life is what somebody else needs. So you have to get out there and share it. So your journey with your barbecue sauce is definitely an inspiration to me, because when I had came down to Toll House, and you had bought some sauce to me, I was there for an event. I ordered some sauce. You brought it to me, but I was like, took it home, and I was like, and it was on the wings at the time, down that they were serving, and I was like, man, this is really good. And it just gave me a boost and inspired, like somebody that looked like me, come from where I come from, somebody you could touch, feel, talk to. Like, I just want to just tell you that was a big inspiration for me.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No doubt.
I appreciate that.
I'm serious about that, because, like, even this space that we sitting in, like, is an inspiration for me. You know, Angel and Kathy, they have a winery and a speakeasy, and to see like a brand come out, and because I aspire to one day have my own coffee label.
Okay.
So, you know, I went to Honduras and I went toured a coffee plantation, and they showed me everything about how they grew it, how they cultivated it, harvested it, washed it, and it just like, man, that's been a few years ago, but my life, I tell you, literally has never been the same since I came back from there. And just seeing people, you know, like I said, like your journey with your barbecue sauce. I know I want to ask you, how did you decide to take it from, you know, like you said, seasonally, and now to have it like year round? And how was that process?
That process, it came organically, just from word of mouth. I would, again, I have from what other people have told me, I have a servant's heart. So I would rather give it away than sell it.
Yeah.
You know, so that mentality had to change. You know, just because I could actually do well with this thing.
Yes, sir.
And I'm still humbled by people's reaction to it.
Yes.
You know, to this day, like I said, I've been doing this for a number of years, and it's still, I'm still in awe and in shock that people actually like, you know, this the product that I've put out, the original product, and then being able to add on to the brand.
Yeah.
I've added a spicy variety.
Yeah,
I've also
spicy. Yeah.
I've added a Carolina, like a Carolina Gold.
Kind of like more of a mustard.
It's a mustard base. I've also developed seasonings, so
Okay.
that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
That's coming out soon. So
Man, I like that.
yeah, matter of fact, the seasoning that I use for the sauce is my own blend.
Okay.
So that's another aspect of me and in my creativity of actually putting it into the sauce and giving back.
So do you have any meat smokers that you work with, like that I know, like the Toe House, they use your sauce? Do you have any other guys that you kind of collaborate with on that?
Not yet. That is it's something that is coming soon.
Okay.
I'm in the process of being able to actually sell the sauce in a store.
Okay.
So there's a process behind that.
I understand.
So once that process is completed and I'm actually in stores, then that's when I feel that I will be ready to actually collaborate with others. I've had conversations.
Yes.
And the individuals I've had conversations with have tried it with their product, and they're like, "Dude, just let me know when you're ready." So it's out there.
Oh, it's coming now.
It's coming. It's
Yes,
coming.
sir. 'Cause you don't put it out there, and the door gonna open real
Yes, sir.
soon. So so I started doing 2 Cups Cafe. I started calling myself 2 Cups a few years ago, where I would get up in the morning, had that first cup, but that coffee had became like a analogy or metaphor for life. So the first cup is waking up. So we wake up with gratitude, wake up with Thanksgiving. Like, what am I thinking about? What am I looking forward to? Like, I try to tell the young men I mentor, just don't wake up and jump out the bed and throw your clothes on and run out the door. Like, give yourself a chance to think about the day, or think about what it is that you're looking forward to. Because I don't know if you was like me, but I don't have some jobs in my past that work by itself is just not enough to motivate you. You know what I'm saying? I know I was motivated, but so I was thinking about just grateful just to be able to take care of my family, grateful to be able to provide, grateful to so that was my first cup. And then my second cup, by the time I was hitting that, I was ready to do the work. So now that was steps toward the work. So for you, like, what's your first cup in the morning?
My first cup in the morning is giving honor and to he who allowed me to wake up,
Yes, sir.
because he didn't have to.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And another aspect of William Dunston, I'm also a newly ordained deacon. I've been a
Okay.
deacon for about a year now.
Amen.
Out at our Second Baptist Church with Bishop Jerry L. Booz.
Jerry Booz, yeah.
Yeah. So that journey has has enhanced that first cup,
Yes, sir.
because now I'm more mindful of the advice, and more appreciative of being able to serve
Okay.
those who need that assistance.
Yes, for sure.
You know,
For
'cause,
sure.
as a deacon, we're supposed to bridge that gap between that spiritual gap between the congregation, and the pastor or the bishop.
Yes.
But we also, more importantly, we are there to serve,
Yep. Definitely. Definitely.
because that is the history of, or the origin story of deaconship.
Okay.
Is that we were developed, or it came about to serve the people, while the apostles went about doing the work of what God had them do.
No, 100%. I see a big theme like throughout everything you're saying. You alluded to it earlier, just that servanthood, that servant's heart, and that's why I believe that your brand is going to be so successful, is because your intentions, man, are so pure. Just because you want to see somebody take joy or have a good experience. It's not about the monetary aspect, but I had to learn as a servant too. Like, I do have to, as as the word says, in business be men. Like, you have overhead, you have costs, you have things of that nature. But like, how has that transition been for you, just to go from wanting to see the smile or the look on your dad's face to now having that process of putting it in stores and all of that behind the scenes stuff that goes with certifications, regulations, businesses, and this number and that number and barcodes, you know what I'm saying, and online and all that stuff.
It has not been easy,
Okay.
because it wasn't anything that I knew about. So having to learn that as along the way of developing and coming up with different recipes and whatnot. Didn't think about that. Hey, when you go and grab a candy bar,
Right.
I'm paying $4.95 for a candy bar, but I didn't realize how much actually went into the production of that candy bar.
Right.
So just like the production of the sauce, I didn't realize how. I thought it would just simply be boom, 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 boom,
Right.
make it up, boom, here we go.
Here we go.
So, no, there's more stuff behind it, because you want to be safe. You
Yes.
want the people who enjoy it to be safe.
Yes.
You want to cover yourself. And by doing your due diligence, the only thing that can happen after that is greater and greater and greater.
Yes. Yes. I
Because
like
again, it goes back to that first cup.
Yes,
being
sir.
thankful.
Being thankful. So, do you have a team that works with you?
Right now, the team is myself,
Yes.
my partner in crime, my wife.
Yes.
My daughter. She lives literally right around the corner from us,
Okay.
and she has a passion for anything she puts her hands on. She's great at.
Yeah.
But one of the things is cooking.
Okay.
So we can throw 4 or 5 different ingredients at her, and she'll come up with a gourmet meal and won't even think twice about it.
That's all right.
So when it comes time, if I can see myself handing this business off to someone, she would be the one that I can see handing it off to.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing for sure.
So
For sure.
yep. That's my team. My son, he's my graphic designer.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
The 4 of us.
But I'm looking forward, man, to the growth of your business, man, to the distribution. I can't wait till I go in the store. I'm gonna be taking a picture by your roll of sauce, man.
Yes,
And
sir.
if anything that I could do, because I believe in collaboration and just not even on anything I know, man. I live my life with an open hand. Like, if I can, offer a word or I'm not afraid to say too, like, what I don't know. So if I think that something and I don't, I'm humble enough to, like, hey, Will, like, what do you think about this? Or have you ever come across that? Even with sound, I got some great production here, but we always open to more ideas and more, and collaboration. So, man, just anything you want to just say to people before we get out of here?
Yes. Yeah, one, thank you. You know, for me to actually be here and be in this space. This space is a beautiful space.
Yeah.
That was, as you alluded to earlier, Angel and Kathy.
Yeah.
Their thought process, their entrepreneurial vision has allowed us to be able to actually be here
Yes.
and also and give back.
Yes, sir.
Be on the lookout. We come the first of the year, said we're going to hit you hard, and we're going to. Now we have a couple of different flavors that we're experimenting with.
Yes.
Look out for a collaboration with Toledo Share Wines.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and as well as there's going to be another collaboration with Toll House Coffee.
Yes.
So I'm looking at doing a sauce specifically for those two places.
Oh man, that's gonna be amazing, man. You know, I'll be in a place to be and testing it all.
Oh,
so.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, and again, the website, Big Daddy's Backyard Barbecue.com. You'll be able to place an order. We'll be doing a couple of specials with Black Friday coming up in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
We'll have a Black Friday special going on. And look out for Big Daddy's Backyard Barbecue everything sauce and everything seasoning, and also Big Daddy's Backyard Barbecue seasoning as well.
That sounds great, man. But what I'm gonna share the link in the on my YouTube page for this in the description. And once again, man, I just thank you for just taking out your time, man, your schedule to come here and just have a high quality caffeinated conversation with your brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the invitation.
Oh, no
man, you have no idea the conversation my wife and I had Monday.
Yes, sir.
When I told her, but I was like, yeah, well, I'm doing a podcast Wednesday, and she stopped and looked, just like, what you mean you're doing a podcast? You know, and she's like, yay! I'm like, okay, because she knows how
that you don't want to be out front.
I don't want to be out front. So, but again, in order for people to know and understand, you know, why this is so, why I'm so passionate about this is because I have to get out there and let the people know.
Yes,
and
sir.
I appreciate you for giving me the vehicle to allow that to happen.
Oh, no doubt, man. I'm looking forward, like I said again, to all the things you're going to do. I'm going to share the link in the description. So once again, thank you for coming out, and just like, share, subscribe, tell somebody. I know we have different guests on. If you have some people that you have in mind, you know, send a little link in the little thing in the comment. Let us know if it's some topics that you want to see covered. We could do that too, because I believe that everybody doesn't have to be famous to have advice or to have a vision or to help somebody along their way. But until next time, this is your friend, 2 Cups.